Said you were a man of your word.
I am. I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money. This town, it deserves a better class of criminals. And I'm gonna give it to them. Tell your men they work for me now. This is my city.
They won't work for a freak.
Why don't we cut you up into little pieces and feed you to your pooches? And then we'll see how loyal a hungry dog really is. It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
The Dark Knight is one of the greatest films ever made, and Heath Ledger absolutely nails the role of Joker. In this video, I'm going to use my skills as a body language analyst to try and find out what's really going on in this tense scene.
You should have thought about that before you let the clown out of the box.
You want him? I can tell you we'll be this afternoon.
No so crazy as you look.
I told you, I'm a man of my word. Where's the Italian?
All tactical units will converge on the location in 20 minutes. I want auxiliary units to cover all possible getaway routes.
Wait. Joker man, what do you do with all your money?
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste. I enjoy, dynamite, and gunpowder, and gasoline.
So Joker is doing what's called non-verbal tics. This is really interesting. These are involuntary movements that occur due to dopamine dysregulation. The basal gland, which is the part of the brain that controls movement, relies on dopamine. A sudden spike in dopamine levels can actually cause a person to feel the urge to involuntarily move or tic, which is what we see here. This dysregulation is commonly caused by some form of post-traumatic stress or neurological condition, such as schizophrenia. This really does fit in with the fact that the Joker is supposed to be a mentally ill patient who has just escaped Arkham Asylum. Unpredictable behaviors such as this add to the fear factor, as we are naturally afraid of things we can't predict, which is the entire basis of Joker's plan in the first place. If we know what's going to happen, even if tragic, we go along with it because it's all part of the plan. Joker introduces chaos and the city falls apart.
What's it? And you know the thing that they have in common? They're cheap.
I want to know how much they're paying you to say who Batman really is.
This is our chance. I want Lau alive. The Joker, either way.
Hey, Jim, get a load of this.
Let's take the next caller.
Harvey Dent didn't want to give in to this maniac. Do you think you know better than him?
I think that if we could talk to Dent today, he may feel differently.
And we wish him a speedy recovery. Because God knows we need him now.
Said you were a man of your word.
I am. I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money. This town, it deserves a better class of criminals. And I'm gonna give it to them. Tell your men they work for me now. This is my city.
They won't work for a freak.
Why don't we cut you up into little pieces and feed you to your pooches? And then we'll see how loyal a hungry dog really is.
The Chechen enters the freeze response here. He's terrified of the Joker, and as a result, his defense mechanism becomes triggered. He freezes as a method of survival, as movement is the single biggest giveaway of location to a potential predator. By remaining still, he's buying himself time to analyze the situation. This is all controlled subconsciously, and has evolved into us over millions of years. He also increases his level of respiration, filling his muscles with the oxygen they need to defend themselves. And when he then insults Joker, he expresses extreme muscle tension and distances. This distancing is him attempting to avoid the stressor, which is Joker. Again, he's just terrified of him. However, the Joker is completely confident and changes his proxemics to get closer to him without showing any signs of stress. He is in no way intimidated by him.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
Who is this?
I had a vision of a world without Batman. The mob ground out a little prophet, and the police tried to shut them down one block at a time. And it was so boring. I've had a change of heart. I don't want Mr. Reese spoiling everything, but why should I have all the fun?
Joker gives off another non-verbal tick, showing that he's experiencing a rush of dopamine when thinking about his plans. It's manic behavior and shows just how infatuated he is with his ideals. Both Bruce and Alfred are experiencing high stress whilst watching the broadcast. Bruce has his brow tense whilst Alfred is doing what's called a hand clasp, which is a method of self-regulation. Physical touch helps reduce the levels of cortisol in the bloodstream, which is a stress hormone. He does this behavior to effectively calm himself down.
Let's give someone else a chance. If Coleman Reese isn't dead in 60 minutes, then I blow up a hospital.
I want you to call in every officer. Tell them to head to their nearest hospital and start evac and search. Call the transit authority, school board, prisons. Get every available bus down to a hospital. The priority is Gotham General. Wheel everybody out of that place right now. You come with me.
Where are we going, sir?
To get Reese.
I need you plugged in checking Gordon's men and their families.
Looking for...
Hospital admissions.
Will you be wanting the back pot, sir?
Middle of the day, Alfred? Not very subtle.
The Lamborghini then. Much more subtle.
Coleman also does the freeze response here. His defense mechanism has become triggered and he remains as still as possible whilst also increasing his respiration in an attempt to take in as much oxygen as possible. He's preparing to encounter a physical threat and thus his heart rate becomes elevated. Alfred again does the hand clasp here. He knows that there are high stakes at play and does this clasp to regulate himself. Overall, this scene is absolutely amazing. The level of detail in the acting from the cast is insane, and it's why this film is regarded as one of the greatest ever made. Heath Ledger is able to perfectly convey the character of the Joker, and I'm really impressed by how he was able to display the non-verbal tics. We really get the feeling that Joker has some form of extreme trauma or mental health issue that's ingrained in his personality, and it's why he appears so scary. He's completely unpredictable. What did you think of this video? Let me know in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.